Good morning slash afternoon slash evening, everyone. Let's talk about something that holds more power over our success than we realize: focus. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in distractions. Social media, endless comparisons, and unsolicited opinions pull us in 100 directions. But the reality is this: the people who achieve greatness are those who focus on their own path, undistracted by the noise around them. Clarity is one of the most powerful tools for success, yet so many people allow it to be clouded by constant comparison. In a world where we are surrounded by glimpses of other people's lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our progress against theirs. But here's the truth: comparison is one of the greatest distractions from purpose. It shifts our focus from what truly matters and redirects our energy toward things that were never meant to define us. When we compare ourselves to others, we unintentionally diminish the value of our own journey. We start believing that success should look the same for everyone, that progress must follow a specific timeline, and that we are falling behind simply because someone else appears to be ahead. But what we fail to realize is that every person is walking a different path, shaped by different experiences, opportunities, and challenges. No two people start from the same point, and no two people are meant to reach success in the exact same way. Comparison also creates an illusion. Social media, for example, presents a curated version of reality. We see achievements, celebrations, and milestones, but we rarely see the struggles, failures, and sacrifices that came before them. This distorted perspective makes it seem as though success happens overnight, causing us to question our own progress. But real success is built over time, through discipline, persistence, and patience. What looks like an effortless accomplishment is often the result of years of unseen effort. When we focus too much on how we measure up to others, we stop focusing on what we need to do to move forward. Our energy becomes divided, part of it directed toward our goals and the other part wasted on self-doubt, envy, and frustration. This mental distraction slows us down. Instead of using our time to develop our skills, refine our vision, and take meaningful steps forward, we get stuck in an endless loop of questioning whether we are enough. But the truth is, we are more than enough. We just need to allow ourselves the space to grow without interference. True clarity comes when we turn inward, not outward. It happens when we define success on our own terms rather than borrowing someone else's definition. It happens when we set goals based on what excites us, not on what looks impressive to others. It happens when we recognize that our purpose is not dependent on external validation, but rather on the impact we create in our own way. One of the most liberating realizations is that there is no competition when you are focused on your own path. The only competition that exists is between who you were yesterday and who you have the potential to become. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. And progress, no matter how slow, is still forward movement. The energy we spend comparing ourselves could be the very energy we need to reach our next breakthrough. Every moment spent wishing for someone else's success is a moment taken away from building our own. Instead of looking at others and feeling like we are behind, we should look at them as proof that success is possible. If they can do it, so can we. The difference lies in focus. The path to success is not about being ahead of someone else. It's about being aligned with your own purpose, moving at your own pace, and trusting that as long as you stay committed to your journey, you will arrive exactly where you are meant to be. Success is often misunderstood. Many believe it is measured by status, wealth, or the approval of others. But real success is not about external validation. It is about alignment with purpose. Those who stay true to their vision, regardless of outside opinions, are the ones who create lasting impact. They don't chase applause, they chase meaning. They don't seek approval, they seek fulfillment. And that difference changes everything. When you are purpose-driven, success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not something you reach one day and declare yourself complete. It's a continuous process of growth, learning, and contribution. The most successful people don't wake up asking, how can I impress others today? They wake up asking, how can I serve, create, and add value? Their focus is not on being seen, but on making a difference. The danger of external validation is that it makes you dependent on opinions that are constantly shifting. What is praised today may be criticized tomorrow. If your sense of achievement is tied to applause, you will always feel the need to prove yourself. This leads to a cycle of chasing trends, adjusting your goals to fit others' expectations, and ultimately losing sight of what truly matters. Purpose-driven individuals, however, are unshaken by public opinion because they operate from a deeper source of motivation. They don't let external forces dictate their path. They follow their inner compass. Consider the people who have made a real impact in the world. They were often misunderstood, doubted, and even ridiculed in the beginning. They didn't succeed because they conformed. They succeeded because they remained committed to their purpose. They had a vision so strong that no amount of criticism could deter them. That's the power of alignment. When your goals are fueled by something bigger than validation, you become unstoppable. Purpose-driven success also brings a sense of fulfillment that external rewards never can. Money, recognition, and status can provide temporary satisfaction, but they don't create lasting happiness. Fulfillment comes from knowing that what you are doing matters. It comes from the deep sense of joy that arises when your work is an extension of your values. It is the difference between going to bed feeling drained versus feeling inspired for the next day. Another key element of purpose-driven success is resilience. When your motivation comes from within, obstacles don't shake you as easily. Challenges become lessons rather than roadblocks. Setbacks become stepping stones rather than failures. Because you are not working for approval, you are working for impact. And when impact is your goal, you don't quit when things get hard, you adapt and keep going. The greatest breakthroughs come from those who refuse to compromise their vision. They understand that true success is not about how many people admire you. It's about how many lives you positively influence. It's about knowing that at the end of the day, you stayed true to yourself and did the work you were meant to do. So if you want to achieve real success, don't chase validation, chase purpose. Define success on your terms. Stay aligned with what drives you. Because the moment you stop seeking approval and start seeking impact, you will discover a level of success that no applause could ever give you. Success is not an overnight phenomenon. It is built over time through consistent effort, patience, and an unshakable commitment to the process. Those who achieve great things understand that progress is not always immediate and results do not always come on their preferred timeline. They know that mastery, achievement, and long-term success require endurance. The ability to play the long game is what separates those who rise to the top from those who give up too soon. In a world obsessed with quick results, instant gratification has become the enemy of real progress. People want success now. They want to see immediate returns on their efforts, quick wins, and fast recognition. When they don't get it, they begin to doubt themselves, their process, and their potential. This impatience leads many to quit before they even scratch the surface of what they are capable of. But the reality is, anything truly valuable takes time. Success is not about how quickly you can achieve something. It's about how well you can sustain and grow it over time. The most accomplished individuals in any field, whether in business, sports, art, or personal development, did not wake up one day and find themselves at the top. They invested years into their craft. They embraced the struggles, the failures, and the moments of uncertainty. They kept going when no one was watching, when no one was applauding, and when their efforts seemed to be leading nowhere. This is the mindset of those who master the long game. They understand that progress is often invisible in the early stages. The seeds they plant today may take months or even years to bear fruit, but they trust the process. One of the biggest challenges in mastering the long game is staying committed when results aren't visible. It is easy to stay motivated when progress is obvious, but true commitment is tested when effort doesn't immediately translate into success. This is where many people falter. They assume that if they are not seeing instant results, they must be doing something wrong. But in reality, progress is often happening beneath the surface in ways that are not immediately measurable. the learning, the refinement, the strengthening of character, all of these things are taking place even when there are no external signs of success. Patience does not mean passivity. Playing the long game does not mean waiting around for success to happen. It means taking consistent action even when progress is slow. It means refining your skills, learning from setbacks, and making adjustments along the way. It means trusting that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to where you want to be. The key is to stay focused on the bigger picture rather than getting discouraged by temporary setbacks. Resilience is another crucial part of mastering the long game. Every journey toward success is filled with obstacles, unexpected challenges, and moments of doubt. Those who endure are the ones who refuse to let these obstacles define them. They see failures as learning experiences rather than reasons to quit. They recognize that the process of growth is just as important as the outcome itself. Ultimately, the most successful people are those who have the patience to persist when others give up. They understand that greatness is not built in a day, but is forged through years of discipline and commitment. The ability to delay gratification, to continue working without immediate rewards, and to trust in long-term progress is what sets them apart. The world is full of noise. Opinions, distractions, expectations, and endless comparisons. Everywhere you turn, there are voices telling you what you should do, how you should live, and who you should be. If you are not careful, you can become so consumed by this external noise that you lose sight of what truly matters. The ability to silence the noise is one of the most important skills you can develop, because without it, you will always be reacting to the world instead of leading your own life. Noise comes in many forms. It can be the opinions of others, often unsolicited, that make you doubt your choices. It can be societal expectations that pressure you to follow a path that doesn't align with your true self. It can be the distractions that pull your attention away from your goals. Social media, meaningless comparisons, or the need for constant validation. The more you allow these external influences to take over, the harder it becomes to hear your own voice, to trust your instincts, and to stay committed to your own journey. One of the greatest challenges in silencing the noise is overcoming the need for approval. Many people make decisions not based on what they truly want, but on what they believe will earn them acceptance. They seek validation from friends, family, or even strangers, allowing other people's opinions to shape their choices. But the truth is, no matter what you do, there will always be someone who disagrees. There will always be someone who thinks you should be doing things differently. If you try to please everyone, you will end up pleasing no one, including yourself. Learning to block out distractions is another key part of silencing the noise. We live in an age where information is constantly thrown at us, and much of it is irrelevant to our goals. If you spend too much time absorbing outside influences, you risk losing focus on your own priorities. This is why the most successful people create boundaries. They are intentional about what they consume, who they listen to, and where they direct their energy. They understand that focus is a limited resource, and they refuse to waste it on things that do not contribute to their growth. Negative voices, both external and internal, are another major source of noise. There will always be critics who question your abilities, who tell you that your dreams are unrealistic, or who try to convince you that you are not capable. But the most dangerous critic of all is the one inside your own mind. Self-doubt can be louder than any outside opinion if you allow it to take control. The key is to recognize that doubt is just noise. It is not reality. You do not have to believe every thought that enters your mind. Instead, you must learn to challenge negative beliefs and replace them with confidence and conviction. Staying true to yourself requires discipline. It requires the strength to stand firm in your choices even when others do not understand them. It requires the ability to tune out unnecessary opinions and focus on what truly matters: your purpose, your goals, and your personal growth. When you silence the noise, you gain clarity. You gain control over your own life. And most importantly, you give yourself the freedom to pursue the path that is meant for you without interference from the outside world. Success is not built on one grand moment. It is built on the small, consistent actions that compound over time. Every great achievement is the result of countless small steps taken with discipline and persistence. Yet, many people underestimate the power of these small actions because they don't see immediate results. They assume that progress must be dramatic to be meaningful. But the truth is, the most significant transformations happen gradually through the accumulation of small, intentional efforts. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to achieve their goals is that they focus too much on the big picture and not enough on the daily habits that lead to success. They set ambitious targets, but when they don't see immediate progress, they lose motivation. They expect overnight change, and when it doesn't happen, they assume they are failing. However, real progress is often invisible at first. The impact of small, consistent actions may not be noticeable in the beginning, but over time they create a powerful ripple effect. Consider someone who wants to improve their health. If they work out for one day, they won't see a difference. If they eat one healthy meal, nothing dramatic happens. But if they stay consistent, exercising daily and making healthier choices, those small actions will eventually lead to massive results. The same principle applies to any area of life. Whether it's learning a new skill, building a business, or improving relationships, success is not about making one big leap. It's about making small, consistent moves in the right direction. Consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. Many people start strong but lose momentum when they don't see immediate rewards. They assume their efforts aren't working, so they stop. But the most successful individuals understand that progress is like planting seeds. You don't see the results right away, but if you continue to water and nurture them, they will grow. The key is to trust the process, even when it feels like nothing is happening. One of the greatest advantages of taking small steps is that they create momentum. When you commit to small, manageable actions, you build confidence. Each step forward reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. You begin to see progress, even if it's slow at first. Over time, these small wins add up, creating unstoppable momentum that propels you toward your goals. Another powerful effect of small, consistent actions is the way they shape your identity. Every action you take reinforces the type of person you are becoming. If you consistently show up, even in small ways, you start to see yourself as someone who follows through. You develop discipline, resilience, and a mindset focused on long-term success. This shift in identity is what allows people to sustain success rather than achieving it temporarily and losing it. The key to making small steps count is to remain patient and committed. The results you want may not come as quickly as you hope, but every action is contributing to something bigger. The effort you put in today is building a foundation for future success. No step is too small, and no effort is wasted. When you embrace the power of small steps, you realize that success is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking action, one step at a time, and trusting that those steps will lead to something extraordinary. Perfection is an illusion that holds many people back from making real progress. It creates unrealistic expectations, fuels self-doubt, and leads to frustration when things don't go as planned. Those who chase perfection often find themselves stuck, afraid to take action because they fear making mistakes. But success is not about getting everything right. It's about having the resilience to keep going even when things go wrong. Challenges are inevitable, but resilience is what keeps you on track when obstacles arise. Every meaningful journey comes with difficulties. No matter how well you plan, setbacks will happen. Unexpected failures, moments of doubt, and external obstacles will test your commitment. Many people see these challenges as signs that they should give up, that they are not good enough, or that their efforts are wasted. But those who understand the power of resilience view these moments differently. They see setbacks as part of the process, not as a reason to quit. Instead of chasing perfection, they focus on adaptability, learning, and perseverance. The pursuit of perfection often leads to hesitation. People become so worried about making mistakes that they avoid taking risks. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions before they take action. But waiting for perfection is just another way of avoiding progress. The most successful individuals don't wait until they feel fully ready. They take action, make adjustments, and keep moving forward. knowing that mistakes are a natural part of growth. Resilience means having the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. It is the mindset that allows you to keep going when things get tough. When faced with failure, resilient people don't dwell on disappointment. They analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and keep pushing forward. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey to success. Every setback provides valuable lessons that contribute to long-term growth. Another key aspect of resilience is emotional control. Challenges can trigger frustration, self-doubt, and even fear. But resilient individuals know how to manage these emotions. They don't let temporary setbacks define their self-worth. Instead, they focus on what they can control: their attitude, their actions, and their ability to adapt. They develop mental strength by reminding themselves that difficult moments are temporary, but their ability to persevere is what truly matters. One of the most powerful ways to build resilience is to reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as stepping stones. Every challenge presents a chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who avoid challenges, they are the ones who embrace them, using every difficulty as a chance to improve. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about pushing through it. It's about showing up even when things are difficult. It's about refusing to let mistakes define you and choosing to learn from every experience. The ability to keep moving forward, to rise after every fall, and to stay committed despite obstacles is what truly leads to success. Perfection is an illusion, but resilience is real. And it is resilience, not perfection, that determines who reaches their goals. Growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in moments of challenge, uncertainty, and discomfort. Staying in your comfort zone may feel safe, but it also keeps you stagnant. If you want to achieve more, become more, and experience more, you must be willing to step into discomfort. The people who accomplish great things in life are not necessarily the most talented or the most fortunate. They are the ones who are willing to embrace challenges, push past fear, and keep moving forward even when things feel uncertain. Comfort is seductive. It provides a sense of security, familiarity, and ease. But while comfort may feel good in the moment, it does not lead to progress. When you stay in your comfort zone, you repeat the same patterns, engage in the same habits, and see the same results. Nothing changes because nothing is pushing you to grow. Growth requires discomfort because it forces you to adapt, learn, and evolve. Every major breakthrough in life comes from stepping into the unknown and challenging yourself beyond what you previously thought possible. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to growth. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, and the fear of the unknown hold many people back. They hesitate to take risks because they are afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and improve. The most successful individuals understand that failure is not something to be avoided, it is something to be embraced. The only true failure is refusing to try. One of the greatest misconceptions about growth is that it happens in big, dramatic leaps. In reality, growth is a gradual process. It comes from small, consistent actions taken over time. The discomfort may not always be extreme, but it is present in every step forward. Whether it is learning a new skill, starting a business, or pushing yourself physically and mentally, the process will always involve challenges. The key is to push through discomfort instead of retreating back to safety. Another reason people avoid discomfort is that they associate it with suffering, but discomfort is not suffering, it is transformation. The discomfort of waking up early to pursue a goal, of learning something new and struggling at first, of stepping into unfamiliar territory, all of these experiences are necessary for personal and professional development. The greatest rewards in life come from those who are willing to go through temporary discomfort for long-term success. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to stop seeing discomfort as a sign to stop and start seeing it as a sign of growth. When you feel challenged, when things feel difficult, it is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that you are expanding beyond your previous limits. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to build resilience, develop new skills, and unlock your full potential. The choice is always yours. You can stay where you are, repeating the same patterns, living in familiarity and wondering why nothing is changing, or you can embrace discomfort, step into the unknown, and push yourself beyond your limits. Growth is not something that happens by accident. It is something you must choose. Your attention is one of the most powerful tools you have. Wherever you direct it, energy follows. If you focus on distractions, negativity, or things outside of your control, your energy gets scattered and your progress slows. But when you channel your attention toward your goals, growth, and self-improvement, you create momentum that accelerates success. The difference between those who achieve great things and those who remain stuck is not just talent or luck, it's the ability to direct energy with intention. Many people struggle with progress because they allow their attention to be pulled in too many directions. They start with good intentions, but their focus is constantly interrupted by social media, negative opinions, self-doubt, or meaningless tasks that do not contribute to their goals. The mind is like a magnifying glass. When light is spread out, it has no impact. But when it is concentrated, it can start a fire. The same principle applies to your focus. If your attention is divided among distractions, your energy is weakened. But when you concentrate fully on your goals, you create unstoppable momentum. One of the biggest traps people fall into is focusing on problems rather than solutions. When challenges arise, it is easy to dwell on what is wrong, complain, or become discouraged. But focusing on the problem does not fix it. Focusing on solutions does. The most successful people train their minds to shift attention away from obstacles and toward action. They ask themselves, what can I do right now to move forward? This mindset shift allows them to use their energy productively rather than wasting it on frustration or self-pity. Another key factor in controlling where your energy flows is learning to say no. Many people struggle with progress because they say yes to everything. Commitments, distractions, and activities that do not serve their goals. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something that truly matters. Successful individuals guard their attention carefully. They set boundaries, eliminate distractions, and make sure that their time and energy are invested in what will move them forward. Emotions also play a role in energy management. Negative emotions like fear, doubt, and anger drain energy, while positive emotions like confidence, passion, and gratitude amplify it. When you focus on what is going wrong, you feel drained. But when you focus on possibilities, growth, and solutions, your energy rises. This is why mindset is so important. Your thoughts determine your focus, and your focus determines where your energy flows. Consistency is the final key to mastering focus and energy. It is not enough to direct attention toward your goals for a day or a week. Progress comes from sustained effort over time. Small, focused actions performed consistently create exponential results. Even when distractions arise, even when challenges come, those who stay committed to their vision continue moving forward. They understand that energy flows where attention goes, and they make a conscious choice every day to focus on what matters most. Success is not a universal formula. It is a personal journey. Too often, people live according to society's expectations, measuring their progress by external standards rather than their own desires. They chase careers, lifestyles, and achievements that they have been told are important without ever stopping to ask if those things truly align with who they are. But real success is not about following a script written by others. It is about defining your own path, setting your own rules, and building a life that reflects your true values and aspirations. Many people spend their lives trying to meet expectations that were never their own. They pursue degrees they don't care about, work jobs they hate, and conform to societal norms out of fear of judgment. The problem with this approach is that no matter how much you achieve, if your success is based on someone else's definition, it will always feel empty. True fulfillment comes from pursuing goals that matter to you, not just those that look impressive to others. The first step to creating a life on your terms is defining what success means to you. For some, success may be financial freedom. For others, it may be meaningful relationships, personal growth, or creative expression. There is no right or wrong definition. There is only what aligns with your values. The moment you stop chasing what others expect and start focusing on what truly matters to you, everything changes. You shift from living a life of obligation to living a life of purpose. One of the biggest obstacles to living by your own rules is the fear of judgment. People worry about what others will think if they take an unconventional path. They hesitate to make bold decisions because they fear criticism. But the truth is, no matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. If you try to please everyone, you will end up pleasing no one, including yourself. The most successful people are not the ones who seek approval. They are the ones who trust themselves enough to follow their own instincts. Another key to owning your journey is understanding that you are not in competition with anyone. Too often, people compare their progress to others, feeling inadequate when they perceive that someone else is ahead. But comparison is a distraction. Your journey is yours alone, and the only competition that matters is the one with your past self. Instead of looking at what others are doing, focus on becoming a better version of who you were yesterday. Progress is personal, and every small step forward counts. Living life on your terms also requires the courage to break free from limiting beliefs. Many people hold themselves back because they have been conditioned to believe that certain paths are unrealistic or impossible. They think success is reserved for a select few. But those who achieve great things are not necessarily more talented or lucky. They are simply willing to challenge the limitations imposed by society. They refuse to accept mediocrity, and they take action to create the life they envision. At the core of all this is ownership. When you take full responsibility for your choices, you gain control over your life. You stop blaming circumstances, excuses, or external pressures. Instead, you make decisions with confidence, knowing that you have the power to shape your future. Your life is yours to design, and the only way to truly win is to define success on your own terms and build a future that reflects who you truly are. The journey to success is not about following someone else's path. It's about carving your own. It requires clarity, resilience, and an unshakable commitment to your vision. Challenges will arise, but they are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Growth happens in discomfort, and progress comes from small, consistent actions. Your energy will always flow where your attention goes, so focus on what truly matters. So stop chasing perfection and embrace resilience. Stop comparing yourself to others and trust your own process. The only way to truly win is to define success on your own terms. Stay focused on your path and build the life you envision. The power is in your hands. Own it.